This is the culmination of all the hard work put in over the summer.
Yeah, you talk to the players on both sides, and there's optimism about this upcoming year. We'll see if that optimism is justified over time.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Then it's Paolo Banchero. Then there's Suggs. And it's Bitadze in at the 5, down low. So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. Curry looking around. 4 on the clock. Rebound by the Magic. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. No good with the triple. On offense, here are the Warriors. Their last encounter was in Orlando, where they were able to handle the Magic.
And they did win that last game in this matchup, and it seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
Yeah, a significant differential in free throws made. I mean, give them credit. They capitalized on those opportunities.
Curry. And it's blocked. Curry against Banchero. Mark, I know you'd agree, Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Now, here's Suggs. There's the 3. Banchero, that's good.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
Puts it up from 15. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Wagner. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
Wagner knows how to handle his business inside, mainly due to how much confidence he brings to the court.
Butler against Wagner, 13 feet away. And it's Butler missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Banchero outside. Here's Wagner. The Warriors pull it in.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Green kicks to Curry. Beyond the arc. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got 5.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
Wagner passes to Suggs. Spins. No good off the spin. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Grizzlies. And it's Butler missing.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Wagner. Banchero dishes to Suggs. Banchero a screen for Suggs. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Shoots over Podziemski. A terrific move by Caldwell Pope to score.
Yeah, cashing in close, Caldwell Pope. Showing you there, he's more than just a jump shooter.
Suggs against Curry. Inside. Here's Green. And he banks in the layup.
Inside, Green can be very aggressive and physical, allowing him to do work scoring the ball.
Suggs looking around. Caldwell Pope for 3. Draymond Green with the rebound. Warriors trail by 3. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Coach Steve Kerr. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Now, here's Suggs. Pass to Banchero. Orlando moving the ball around. Banchero, a screen on Curry. Suggs passes to Caldwell Pope. Buries the long-range jumper. Caldwell Pope's got his second bucket tonight.
Very effective at spacing the floor. Kentavious Caldwell Pope has gone from an average outside shooter to a dangerous one.
Butler on the wing. Outside, Green. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. These teams were last season's best passers. The squads with the most assists in the NBA. The Warriors, 4th.
Just a gifted passing team. They play the kind of basketball that fans love to watch. Very unselfish and fluid offensively.
Now, here's Banchero. 17 points for him last game against Atlanta.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And the Warriors miss again.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. The Orlando Magic come into this one after the win against Atlanta. And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Magic making a switch here.
Number 23, Tristan de Silva.
Here's Curry. He has 5. Suggs with the steal. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Here's Caldwell Pope, and the layup's good off the glass. Caldwell Pope's got 7. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Let's see what you got.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And the Magic making a change here as well. Black's checked in for Suggs. Warriors trail by 9. It's stolen. Pass to Black. To the wing on the left. Here's De Silva. And he drops it in from the low post.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. He looked to me to be a bit sluggish.
Now here's Kuminga. And nothing is falling for him right now. Magic leading by 11. And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, it's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Here he goes. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
Wow. Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Warriors trail by 9.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Spencer, the pass to Payton. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Bitadze's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Caldwell Pope. Banchero against Kuminga. Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got 8 points.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options. If he can't penetrate, your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
Here's Moody. And the slam by Moody.
strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And here are the Warriors now, following the three-pointer from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Golden State moving it around. Moody the pass to Payton. Sinks that one from the post.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. For the Magic, Wagner's checked in for Goga Bitadze. And it's Jonathan Isaac in for Banchero. Black kicks to Isaac. That's tipped. And here we go. And the dunk by Payton.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's Kuminga. He has yet to score. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
There's a screen. Here's De Silva. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Moody. Off target from outside.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Caldwell-Pope can't connect from 14 feet out. Now, here's Moody. He's covered closely. Pass to Spencer. Let's a floater go. It looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Magic lead by 6. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Orlando.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
Kuminga out there with Moody. Then there's Payton. And it's Post in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Plays it up and banks it in. Black's got his first bucket in this one.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Harris against Payton. Pass to Kuminga. Now Moody from the line. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Here's De Silva. It's rebounded by Golden State. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Over to the left wing. Now, here's Moody. Guarded by Harris. 6 on the shot clock. They get it back. Over in the corner, Kuminga. Pass to Spencer. Another shot. The shot from the low post is good. Spencer's got 7 points. Magic leading by 5. And here is Isaac. Back to Black. Harris looking it over. Isaac passes to Black. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Harris's shot is off. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Spencer. 7 points in the game. Just 5 to shoot. Puts one up from 19. And the shot falls short this time.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Black in the post. Pass to De Silva. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Warriors trail by 5. Baseline try. Black grabs the board. Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Harris against Payton. Harris kicks to Black. Isaac a screen on Kuminga. A nice shot by Black. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
It looked like that was going to be blocked, but then he pulled the Houdini act and flipped it in for the score.
Isaac kicks to Black. Back to Isaac. It's stolen by Kuminga. And here we go. Payton heading to the hoop. And Payton throws it down.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Here's Black. He's coming off a 16-point game against Atlanta.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively, also doing a great job. A couple blocks in that game as well.
Warriors trail by 3 and stolen by Harris. And he jams it with authority.
Wagner adding another dimension to his game with the passing.
Warriors have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thanks. The Warriors have found something with Draymond Green and Trace Jackson Davis inside. Green says, with the rim protected by Trace, I can just play off instinct and read the game. Jackson Davis says, being able to interchange with him is great. The things he teaches me has helped my game a lot. Kevin?
I love to hear those stories. Thanks, David. And here's Harris from the arc. The three-pointer is right on target. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game.
Nailing the comeback triple. Love the response from Harris.
Bullseye! Curry with a deep 3.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter. His 3rd overall.
Here's Black. He's got 6. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
3 points.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Curry wide open. Another 3 for Golden State.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Here's Black, guarded by Curry. And here's Harris from the arc. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. The Warriors trailing. Fires the 3. Steph, perfection from the arc.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Here's Harris. A second chance effort. Wagner. Here's De Silva. Launches it. Harris missing again.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
They grab their own miss. Wagner against Butler. Butler on the move. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Hey, you got it like that aggressiveness of Butler. I mean, slicing inside and finishing with the dunk. Come on now. That's well done.
Lobbed up there for Isaac. And that one is off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Here's Butler. Pass to Jackson Davis. Clock at 6. Lets it fly from 18. It's hauled in by the Magic.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Tries the spin move. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last several months for Jimmy Butler.
And it's really been a nice trend for him over these last several months. He's been steadily improving in terms of his scoring output. That extra production making him more valuable the further we get along in this season.
Here's De Silva, and Butler sends it back.
One of the most determined defenders you ever see, and pretty good at it as well. Butler all over that.
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Oh, good on the three.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
A nice shot by Black.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Outside Curry. Pass to Green. 1:43 left in the first half. Outside Curry. This one for three. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Magic moving the ball around. Harris misses.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
It's Curry outside, and another three for Golden State.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Black the pass to Isaac. Here's Black, guarded by Curry. From 13, that's good, and the Warrior lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Black.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
Pass to Podziemski. 29 seconds left to play in the first half. Jackson Davis with it, and stolen by Wagner. Here's Black. 12 points for him. And Stephen Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Here's Curry. Oh, Curry with no room to work. He's still got it to go.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
I know my partner here appreciates the brute force, especially on the glass, right, Shaq? And they're in a good spot because of it.
Now let's take a moment here for a look. And that is a...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
On the court for Orlando, Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Bitadze in at the center, locking down the middle. Curry against Suggs. Shot clock at 5. Over Banchero. It's hauled in by the Magic. Bitadze's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Caldwell Pope passes to Bitadze. Back to Caldwell Pope. Three-pointer. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting. Throughout his career, Clark, Kentavious Caldwell Pope has proven himself to be a quality player.
He certainly has, and I love the way he plays. He's locked in all the time at both ends. Really not only understands his role, Kevin, but embraces it. He's out there to space the floor with his shooting and then provide a lot of energy and versatility on defense.
The Warriors lead it. Curry with it. He's got 25. Green with a screen on Wagner. And the Warriors miss again.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Wagner able to bounce to the rack and throw it down, and he'll do so just about any time he has the opportunity.
The inside game of Stephen Curry.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Suggs. Nailed from three-point land. Suggs has got 5 now.
With his speed, Suggs able to get one step ahead, and then he's ready to let it fly.
Here's Curry, and there's the try. And easy 2 points on the layup. And the Warriors lead by 1.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot. Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Curry against Caldwell Pope. And it's Suggs with the rebound. Orlando, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Banchero inside. He's defended by Podziemski. Sinks the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Curry passes to Butler. Oh, that's blocked.
Wagner, so good with his hands, but he's a smart defender, too. Positioned himself well to come away with that block.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul.
Timeout.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. He's checked in for the Magic. With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago. 4th, the Magic.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Outside Curry. Pass to Podziemski. Back to Curry. Outside Green. They need this. Rebound by the Magic. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it
Shooting
This can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The future is shining bright for Banchero. He's a multifaceted big guy who can really, I think, be the centerpiece of an organization.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That'll be his second foul of the game. Regarding court layout, Clark, do you think there should be more space around the court to reduce collisions?
Yeah, part of me would say that makes a lot of sense and would be true. I mean, you've got to balance that with access to fans who want to be for those premium seats as close to the action as possible. But it is difficult when you see a fan collide with the players. So I think you balance it. I would like to see a little more room, give the fans the experience and access, but maybe create a little more cushion between the playing surface and those high-priced seats.
Pass to post. They need this one. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Solid. Just no messing around there. Got to the rack and punched it.
Beautiful jam. Fairly well defended, GA, but I guess not well enough.
Nope. He just had a little too much spring in the step that time.
Fades and shoots. And it's Banchero missing.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Pass to post. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Here's Kuminga.
And they aren't giving up the same types of looks we saw in the first half, making them earn their points now.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic Superstar says it's not anything in life, it's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day, because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin. Just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. EA thanks. Chalk up 2 there.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Spencer. Off with the layup. Magic leading by 9. And Banchero passes to Suggs. Carter outside. Carter with a screen on Payton. Caldwell-Pope finds Suggs. Oh, good on the triple. Golden State's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And it goes down 2 points. Payton's got 4 points this quarter.
If you allow him to get that close, he deserves to get scored on.
And finished off by Banchero.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
Here's Post, defended by Carter. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Orlando's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Here's Suggs. It's rebounded by Payton. Warriors trail by 6. And the dunk by Payton.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys. You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Spencer, the pass to Kuminga. Out left to the wing. Pass to Spencer. Here's Post. Defended by Carter. Post misses the shot. Magic leading by 6. Caldwell Pope passes to Carter. Kuminga against Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down.
Here's Spencer. He's got 7. Here's Payton. Pass to Moody. Second chance shot. Misses off the left iron.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
1:25 left in the third. Here's Suggs. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Caldwell Pope dishes to Banchero. Shoots from 12. Outside for Caldwell Pope. And Carter has it in the corner from the arc. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And their outside game is simply evaporated here in the second half. Not a lot of great looks from deep.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
You know, yeah, guys, last year was a rough one for him at the stripe. I mean, it's going to be hard for him not to improve on those numbers. They were that bad.
Outside Butler. Payton passes to Curry. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Curry's got 7 now in this quarter.
And that's another 3. And if really, if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
The shot by Anthony, no good. Outside Curry. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Paolo Banchero getting it done for Orlando. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
We got to get the first domino to fall, and then it's...
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Stephen Curry's out there with Gary Payton the second. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Here's Butler. And there's Butler with the flush.
Look, that's exactly what you want to see from Butler. He's at his best when he's attacking the rack.
And Anthony gets it to go.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Here's Curry. And he comes up with the deuce. Curry's got 9 points now in just the second half.
You know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Here's Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Anthony going up top. Don't let his size fool you, folks. Cole's got some hops.
Payton against Harris. Pass to Curry. Lets it go with the three. Good on the triple. Curry's got 37.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Here's Anthony, and he drives in.
You see the quickness there from Anthony, beating everybody to the spot.
Warriors trail by 5. Payton surveying the floor. On its way from Curry for 2. Here's Jackson Davis. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Anthony in the corner. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
On the wing, Payton. Guarded by Harris. Butler kicks to Curry. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Carter's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Anthony, and the rejection by Curry.
Love seeing the little guy bounce like that. You know, Curry, he doesn't block a lot of shots, but when he does, it gets his teammates amped up.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Back to Anthony. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And it's Anthony again missing to tie it up. Pass to Jackson Davis. On the wing, Green goes back up. And it's sent back by Carter.
That time, Carter's length and vertical paying off. He has tremendous potential as a rim protector, in my opinion.
Butler finishing at the other end.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale. You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Curry with it. Picked up by Harris. Curry against Harris to take the lead, and it's sent back by Isaac. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Nice move. And Carter lays it up and in. And the Magic lead by 3. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Orlando.
They've made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
And how about that little subtle head fake by Curry? Defense too aggressive that time.
At the line for the Dubs.
Both good from the line that time.
Making it effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Anthony up on top, guarded by Curry. Wagner left side. Out to Anthony. Pass to Isaac. Makes it off the glass. Isaac's got his first bucket of the night.
Isaac really quick in the pick and roll. Once he sets the screen, he does a nice job rolling quickly and hard to the open space.
Here's Curry to tie it up. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Goga Bitadze is checked in for Wendell Carter. Paolo Banchero comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Gary Harris. And it's Suggs in for Cole Anthony. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley said to his team. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in the tough situations. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. Jackson Davis finds Payton. The rebound by Batadze. The Magic have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Butler against Wagner. Left side Curry. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got 5 rebounds tonight. Back to Caldwell Pope. Banchero outside. Pass to Suggs. Unable to get that one. Good D by Payton. Warriors trail by 5. Outside Curry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
It's on Paolo Banchero.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
Here's Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Jalen Suggs was known for knocking down big-time hoops in college, and we're already seeing it translate here in the NBA as well. Great confidence from that young man.
Pass to Curry. Green with a screen on Suggs. Here's Curry with the 3. And again for 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Jalen Suggs.
Boy, how consistently good Steph's been over the course of his career. Really remarkable. What a teammate, what a leader, what a player.
Banchero passes to Batadze. Gets tipped. Outside for Caldwell Pope. And Payton sends it back to take the lead. It's hauled in by the Magic. Banchero's got his 6th rebound on the night. Suggs passes to Banchero. Green with the block.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeeds.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Suggs against Curry. Curry on the move. Oh, and they take the lead. Curry's got 50 points. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of good points off the fast break.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, I like how Butler uses his body in the paint. Excellent at forcing the issue and getting the call close to the rack.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Suggs passes to Banchero. Here's Batadze. Pass to Suggs. There's a good screen. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Off target from 3-point range. Golden State's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Curry is inside. Banchero's there. Curry, that's good.
When you need a big bucket, Curry knows exactly how to come through. Clutch.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Count the basket. Suggs has got 18 points just in the second half.
Suggs adding another big play to his resume. Incredible.
Butler on the way. Driving to the basket. Money.
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
Here's Curry. Got it.
And I tell you what, Steph Curry, somebody lit a fire under him.
Orlando with the ball and stolen by Payton. Curry on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Yes!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit. Nothing like being assertive and aggressive in critical spots. KCP coming through for his team.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And what's their best move at this point?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Here are the Magic now. They get the rebound. Wagner kicks to Suggs. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Bullseye! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
During this final quarter, he has erupted from outside the arc. You just assume every 3 he takes now is going down.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Curry. Good!
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Now one near Suggs as he lets it go. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.